You look high atop under the lights in South Carolina, where tonight will host the Budweiser Cup Series racing from the famed Lady in Black, the track too tough to tame, or whatever you want to call it, the common nicknames given to the famed Darlington Raceway. Whilst qualifying is ongoing, we shall take a look at the point standings. After 4 races, JLP still leads the top, extending his lead over Chico Shiranome, William Gregory in P3, with Skylar Deeg in P4, with Lord completing your top 5, with Garcia, Xavier, Fisher, G-Man, and Cooper completing your top 10. And Happy Hour it's actually kicked up a lot sooner than I thought, so don't have to drag it out for a little bit. Dallas Shake on the top. He's making his first start this season. Chenor will join him on the front row. With Shunome in P3, he is going to get the points lead, I do believe. And Daniel Silla will join him in row 2. There's a G-Man and William Gregory in row number 3, while row number 4 has Bowen Fisher and Hector Garcia. Row 5 has Cooper Wall and Sierra Cooper, with Ryder Lieb and Julian Bowman. In row 6, and Skylar Deeg, 13th and last place, completing the 13-car grid for today. This race features some throwbacks, as per tradition in NASCAR in real life. Not everyone made one, but ones I do see. This one being a Dale Earnhardt throwback by Bowen Fisher. Get back here, that is a throwback, I'm not sure to who. I'm lacking my NASCAR knowledge here. Cooper Wall has a throwback. I think he noted down in Discord actually. I could take a look at that. But number 42, Burger King throwback. Let me look. I don't think he ever posted it. Yeah, he never specified who he is throwing back to. I guess it's a throwback for Julian Bowman. This is Alex Bowman's car, so not much to it. And if we're going on that continuity, we also got William Gregory, who has made this car the primary for this season, so it's also a default car for today. Got Ryder Lee with the William Byron expired throwback. There was someone else with a throwback, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm smoking something, but Sky D has not on track, but they have a throwback. And same with Jugo Shiranome with a Wood Brothers inspired livery. Here is Skylar Deeg. Trying to go back to back in this league, winning last week by that much breathing room at Atlanta. So they will try to go back to back. Daniel Silla not running a throwback, as far as I know, but came so close last race, and he has shown speed in practice. So he's just hoping to get a top 5 to stay within striking distance. Has Juco joined the track? He has not, so, but he also has a throwback. But enough talking schemes, talk about racing. Tonight will be 74 laps. So I did broadcast this race last season as part of an experimental phase. And, well, I landed here as the full-time broadcaster for the Budweiser Cup Series. My notes from last season have me thinking, with the top dogs, the usual suspects of Jack Merkel, William Viola, Friesen Rodriguez out of the picture, who is the next driver to step up? Well, Downshank had proved himself in qualifying, and even before Hector Garcia and William Gregory tampered with practice via their illegal EXCs, he was looking really fast. So maybe he'll get victory today. I don't know. It just really boils down to how long the final stint is. Because remember, if you watched last season's race here, it was a 38 lap stint to the end. And this caused a split in strategy. Some people took it safe, did it one stop, but top two, maybe even three, opted to stay out the rest of the way, and hence by William Viola, I believe it was Viola, who won here last time round. And stop Merkel from trying, but that's just one of the key factors for tonight. Just manage your tires, and I especially noticed this during practice, as one of the drivers have noted. The tires are very cold, and it's going to be tricky to get around the racetrack.
Drivers, start your engines!
I'll get you there as soon as I can. I'm just fixing my pit road cam. Also have to reset some stuff. Alright. So like I mentioned, 74 laps today. 2x square. So at least one pit stop. Maybe even two. Cut physics, and it's going to be points in the return at what should be 5 to go. I'm not sure when exactly it is. Really buggy server, but we are underway here at Darlington. And this is just unfortunate random moments. As everyone is going to try to play nice, G-Man gets into Gregory. Gregory's going to spin it in front of Sierra Cooper. And there's more wrecking on the backstretch, and yeah, this server is just really not proving its worth tonight. And looks with Juko Shionome, one of our race admins, pulling over, is going to be a reset as he gets murdered. So, indeed, we will try this again.
Drivers, to your...
Oh my god. The game crashed. Yeah, I love it. You know, I thought it was just a random thing, but apparently the game still hates me. Because it's the second week in a row where I leave, rejoin, and, well, I get in and out of my car to make the process go faster, but fortunately, it kicked me on the server. Because my game is dumb, apparently. Trying to join back as soon as I can. So, okay, we're back, and I missed the start. Oh, well, the green flag at very minimum, as Daniel Silla gets murdered this time with Gregory. The server seems to be more stable this time, which is a good sign. And looks to be another reset. So, doesn't matter what the server quality is, it's just going to be garbage, I suppose. I'm actually not going to, speed that process by joining the race and retiring. I'm just gonna have them suffer the full minutes that they get when grading up. Which then, my game won't crash. Sit nice and comfy right here. So 13 cars slated to start, and we've already had two start attempts be wasted, so I presume this is the final attempt, no matter what. No more resets from here on out.
Drivers, start your engines.
So it'll be Dallas Shake and Tronor on your front row with Shinome and Scylla in row number 2. Got 74 laps ahead of us, and, well, technically 76, but honestly, who cares? 2 by 2 under the lights in Darlington, and we are green once more. And hopefully they can survive the opening lap. And Shinome trying to clear for 4th, and he does. That's just one of the fears of this track. There's little room, and there they go again. It'll be Gregory. Oh boy, that's a big ride. That won't have the field. We got Cooper, Wall, Sierra Cooper, Hector Garcia, Ryder Leaf. Or are they gonna do another reset? I think they're doing so. The pity on these adamants. I don't blame them. They half the field had died, but bruh. Rack him up once again, because it's just turn 1. It's mostly turn 3, actually. It's just the opening lap, you're on cold tires. You're trying to trying to maximize, but you also gotta be careful, because, well, the banking is the fastest way around the track, but it wasn't intended to be that way, actually, with Darlington. The banking was used as like an emergency runoff. So if you go wide, so the apron was the racing line back then in 1950 when the place opened. So eventually someone found out, hey, that banking actually makes you faster. So hence why, despite being the most narrow track on the schedule, this is the kind of racing we get, unfortunately. It's tricky, and it's the track too tough to tame. Pace car driver dives into the pit lane for the 4th time. Despite our issues, can we go one lap under green without issues. That's up for the drivers to decide. Getting a little sideways from the 82 of Dallas Shake, but he gets clear for the lead. Here comes Daniel Silla for second. Gonna hit the apron just a little bit. And allow Chanor on the outside through 3 and 4 to defend the second place. Now everyone has strung out. So finally they're playing nice with each other. Yeah, slick pass there, that'll be Cooper Wall. That'll be for 6th place. Might as well get this fixed here as you see Gregory gets into the wall. And then it just stuck like glue for the number 12 car. He's gonna likely lose the draft here. So while Dallas Shake drives away, Chanor having to see 2 cars in her mirror side by side for 3rd. Daniel Silla has a speed on the outside through turn 4 and able to defend against Yuko Shiranome. Comes G-Man with speed. This is for 6th on Bowen Fisher. Oh, and Fisher's going to spin. They save it. Keep the car straight. I don't know if there is a spin counter, but even then, yeah, it's like a half spin. It's really debatable on whether or not it should count. Oh, big-headed Steve Gregory, and he's going to get into the back of Ryder Lieb. And here comes Julian Bowman trying to take advantage of that opportunity. Came into the corner too late as they'll actually, and that's going to be a 2-car accident at turn number 4 into the front stretch now. Might as well call that out to them. And actually, Dallas Shake spun from the race lead, so multiple people with issues. It's going to be side by side. And looks to be a caution flag. So Juko Shiranome leads at the race back with Chanor in 2nd. Daniel Silla in 3rd. With G-Man 4th and Koopa Wall in 5th. So we had multiple wrecks happen. We caught one of them live. And, well, trying to find a camera on this. Starts here with Gregory. He gets up on the wall, but here comes Julian Bowman. These two are really slow. And Bowman just runs into their teammates. And go on board with them. I don't know pronouns, but just see the difference in speed as they enter turn 4. And you look at the difference. 149 compared to 138. So that is a 10-mile-an-hour difference at the exit, and and fortunately for William Gregory, just nowhere to go. Now up the road, there was a spin from the race lead. Just going to get loose out of turn 2. Look at those. All of the remaining top 5 cars just having swerved to avoid the 82. I believe it was Jugo Shunome who got the best out of everyone there. He was forced at turn 2 and got out of there with the race lead. And yeah, those are our 2 wrecks to trigger our first caution flag of the night here in the Budweiser Cup Series. Everyone is going to flock down to the pit lane. We shall follow them. 1 car stays out. 2 of them. That would be... Let's see, that's Stylish Shake and William Gregory opting to stay out. The rest of the field opts to pit. I'm not the best cameraman. Trying to follow them. Gonna be 4 times for everyone, and yep, just I wouldn't suggest going just staying out with 7 lap tires. Well, 14 if you want to do 2x. But Daniel Silla is off the pit lane. And one more straggler, that is Julian Bowman. Number 3 of Sierra Cooper gets a black flag. They're all the way up here and they're gonna have to catch up. Oh, so yeah, on the brakes, people. And Alice Shake is actually opting for a to the rear penalty, so he voluntarily goes to the rear, handing the lead over to Daniel Silla, and William Gregory also opted to go back there. So, I don't know what the point of staying out was if you're just gonna do that, but more power to you. And number 80, Julian Bowman, also to the rear. Got quite a few black flags, but also number 82 and 12 opting to the rear, despite them staying out to inherit the top 2 positions. But to complete lap number 10, as we are set to go green flag racing, it'll be Daniel Silla on fresh tires leading the field. And green flag is out, underway. Silla being defensive into turn number 1 against Harrison G-Man. Trenor waiting in the wings. And there's a bit of a gap already as Colin Fisher clips the wall, forcing Garcia having to take evasive action. And this is just the trenches right here. You do not want to be in the trenches at Darlington. Top 3 have already broken off with Silla at the helm of the ship. Sky D starting to forge their way forward to the 3rd place car. Shionome falling. Everyone has single filed out this time. Only get these group of 5 or 6 rather. Closely packed still, but nothing too diabolical yet. Side by side, this is for 6th place, and Garcia is going to surrender the position over to Cooper Wall. Someone got clipped. That is Brandon Gregory and Sierra Cooper. Julian Bowman plows again. This person is already on probation, and yet they... No caution from them yet. Here comes Stranor. This is for 2nd. G-Men. Easy right on board. You hear some people going into 3rd gear, into turn number 3. That is faster, but it burns up more fuel. But that's one of the key factors that decided last season's race here. Top 4 under a blanket as Deeg has joined the battle as they'll clip the wall. G-Men with the save. Go Shinome having to avoid, and the 13 is going to spin again. And it's going to be multiple cars again. As Cooper Wall has spun out. Likely caution, as multiple people have reported. Out of turn 4, this scene has cleared and is going to be side by side at the line. It'd be Daniel Silla barely getting his nose over Lord Shonor with the outside, but she didn't have enough the outside momentum rather, to get by Silla in time. Fisher in 3rd, Shinome 4th, and G-Men in 5th. So it starts here with Skylar D and the number 97 G-Men in the wall. This was cleared up, but then we got these back here with Dallas Sheik, Cooper Wall, Hector Garcia. Actually didn't see what exactly happened. So Dallas Sheik's trying to get by Fisher, runs at the apron, and cautiously slows down too, because he clips the apron, trying not to spin out, but ultimately gets ran over by Cooper Wall. I don't think there was anything for the 42 to do in this scenario. Maybe he could have backed off. Because you could slow down, but then you also got Garcia right behind you. And there's no guarantee you'll survive the wreck anyway if you're Cooper Ball, because the 82 might shot back up the track, so I don't know, it's just a lose-lose scenario. Under our 2nd caution of the night at Darlington Raceway, everyone back down the pit lane. 8-lap stints dealt with. Actually, not trying to follow them, just gonna stay right here. And yep, everyone down the pit lane, no one stays out this time around. Four tires for everyone, packed up with fuel. So with these early cautions, it's just not really a matter of the short run. Like, the quick cautions isn't because they're wrecking on the restarts. They've actually been keeping it clean. But they haven't been Um, it's just when the run is established is when they start running over each other. Like, you've had 9 laps at the start, 8 laps in this run, this latest run. So, just really, I honestly don't know what it is. So it will be the number 56 of Daniel Silla who will keep the race lead over Lord Chenor Fisher. In 3rd place, got G-Man in 4th, Skydig in 5th, Dallas Shake in 6th, Hector Garcia P number 7, Shinome P8, Lieb P9, Cooper Wall in the top 10, with Sierra Cooper 11th and Julian Bowman in 12th. We do have one retirement as William Gregory, so Will's down to 12 cars on the racetrack. Only about to complete 20 laps in out of 74. And number 88, black flag again for unsafe merge. And that's the only penalty so far under this caution period, I believe. No. Sierra Cooper speeding again. So if you're keeping track, the 83 and number 88 cars, they're the only 2 cars that have received black flags under both caution periods. And there goes Gregory, finally leaving. Starting to look like the first Southern 500, where the average race speed was somewhere in 65-mile-per-hour range as we go back green. Hopefully, they get their senses together, these drivers at minimum. As I stated, G-Man with the gutsy move into turn number 1 to get underneath Bowen Fisher, and that intimidation will force the number 48 into the wall, and losing all that precious track position as they go around again, only a single car. That is Sierra Cooper with the smack to the inside wall. Take a look back there if I can get to it as there goes Sierra Cooper limping back to the pit lane. And I saw number 3 trying to rebound but unable to do so. They're all the way down on the apron. I don't know what that's about. Oh, it's going to be sideways for Shinome, going to get into the wall. Julian Bowman swerves to avoid, but no contact, so they're... Nope. This is going to be probably just another count to the spin count. Side by side is for second against Chenor on the outside. Harrison G-Man on the outside. On the wall is Dallas Shake, trying to get 4th place from Skylar Deeg, able to do so. Gutsy pinch out of turn number 4 on the number 13. Oh, wall smack for G-Man allowed Chenor to get 2nd. And Dallas Shake nowhere to go on that. He's gonna have to try the inside through turn number 3. Go on board with Skylar Deeg. 97 shifts the wall again and loses another place. Sierra Cooper rejoins the track after his spin on the back stretch, as the 97 has just been terrible on this run. Just losing 3 positions if we're only done with 4 laps. And all of them is because he's just been trying to ask too much out of the car, just smacking the outside wall on the corner exit. So this allows Hector Garcia to close in and have an opportunity for 5th place. And pretty much back half of the field are in their own little realms, as actually lead change. Daniel Sella had the lead, but he falls down to 3rd with Chonor now inheriting the race lead. Dallas Shake not too far behind. Here he goes with the run. He's going to capitalize it into turn number 3 on the inside lane. Chonor brushes the wall. Dallas Shake back to the point. Skylar D trying to make room for themselves. 4th place within this 4th car queue for the race lead. They first have to tackle Daniel Silla. They had to battle the number 56 at Atlanta last week. Should be familiar territory, familiar tactics. Back here for 5th, Fisher across the line scored 5th, having to defend against Garcia. G-Man losing 2 positions since last time we checked on him. Brushes the wall again. Allows Sierra Cooper a lapped car to peek his nose, but he opts out. Shake pulls away. Chonor, Silla, D, Fisher top 5 with Garcia, G-Man, Wall, Shionome, and Lieb in your top 10. Bowman and Cooper, other 2 cars on track. I'm going to see Garcia brushing the wall just a little bit, but nothing disastrous, as he'll have to let the lapped car through. Comfy lead for Shake already. That is 1.6 across the line. And another 6/10 to Daniel Silla in 3rd. Let's actually take a look at fastest lap charts. That'll be Dallas Shake with the fastest lap of the race, with Harrison G-Man in 2nd, Skylar D in 3rd. Currently 4th place on track. Daniel Silla, he led the most laps so far in this race, only 4th fastest. So as the field spreads out, as soon as I say something, there's a wreck. And sorry, but G-Man's spinning in front of Shionoma, and fortunately he has nowhere to go. And just beside the pit lane is the number 51. And they're gonna have to do a 12-point turn to get it corrected. Well, he sped up the process. Never mind. And finally, number 51 gets going, as we're about to hit halfway, as it goes 51 again, but as we hit halfway, what about strategy? Red green on lap 21. Yeah, lap 21. So it's a guaranteed one-stop strategy. It's going to be a 54 lap stint, so ideally split it even. 27 laps, so that'll mean we expect pit stops around lap 45 to 50. And I would say, if you're someone like Chernor or Silla at this point, you're already halfway through this first stint if the race goes green from here on out, and you're hoping to gain anything on Dallas Shake, I would suggest pitting early. Because right now, 6/10 a lap faster. Dallas Shake is over Chanor, so Shake is likely betting on another caution, hence why he's kept his foot to the floor, if you will. Hoping there's a caution and he could just pit under that caution period and keep the race lead, hopefully. Shunoma in the pit lane. So any hope of him gaining the points lead is like down the I wouldn't say down the drain because he's likely going to get it anyway, but he's not going to get out of this race with the points lead he would like. Because the number 68 of 90 Pavlon's not here. That's a slow car. That is Sierra Cooper. And it's on the front stretch here. Puttering down at 50 and stopping actually. Remember they had their issues with the spin early in this run, as they have retired from the race. So as we reached halfway, we just had our second retirement. Sierra Cooper joins William Gregory in the garage as caution is out actually. So caution flag, this helps out Dallas Shake immensely. Race back to the line, smooth sailings for Dallas Shake. 39 laps complete, it'll be Chanor second. Daniel Silla in third, Skylar Deegan fourth, Bone Fisher in fifth. Okay, I don't see a wreck that would have prompted a caution for a multi-car accident, so my presumption is the spin counter. I thought they did away with that. Actually, no, they only did away with that at the road courses, so it's still viable on ovals. I think that's why I got my rules mixed up. It's only my second season in this league, so under our third caution period of the night, this is the Budweiser Cup Series from Darlington Raceway. So this builds down the race to, I want to presume, a 30-lap sprint, so you could make it without another stop on the green. But you're gonna have to do some saving in order to get there. Not necessarily on fuel, because you could do it on 37. The field team suggests you can go 37 laps, which is half distance of the full race length. So that's not the issue. The main concern is actually on tires. So as the lead lap cars pit, it'll be Julian Bowman staying out to get one of their laps back, as well as Juko Shunome. Yeah, well, they're trying to cut through, turn the pit entry as much as they can, just chip off any way time. I think about to go 3 wide in pit lane because Dallas Shake is so slow. They were honestly thinking about it. Honestly thought about it. Gonna be 4 tires for everyone. And 97, here's a G-Man forced to back up. It's going to be Scary Diga pit lane. Dallas Shake still has his right side tires off the ground, so there's going to be extensive repairs for the number 82. And he gets a black flag for speeding, just adding insult to injury for the number 82 from the lead, and now they're gonna have to crawl their way through the field with 30 laps to go. And there goes the lap cars down the pit lane, so once they return to the pace queue, we should go green. Skylar Deeg has the race lead. First lap, Thale led. He will lead in this race, trying to go back to back. And second place finisher, Atlanta, Daniel Silla. Second place tonight. It's like deja vu for the number 56 driver. Trenor in P number 3, kind of just hovering around that top 3 all day. Cooper Wall 4 is highest I've seen all race for him. One Fisher in 5th. Garcia in 6th. Dallas Shake in 7th with the black flag. Ryan Ryder Lieb in 8th. There's a G-Man in 9th. And Bowman should not be the race leader. That is a scoring issue. Unless they somehow, I don't, unless they somehow stayed on the lead lap. I don't know. But regardless, they pitted, they'll go to the rear. And don't think they'll go green here. Excuse me. And looks to be so, we're not going green here. So it'll be 30 laps to the checkered flag. Currently lap 44 of 74. It'll be 30 to go once we get the green flag. So as they try to sort out their running order, number 82 goes to the rear with the black flag. It's gotta pass 10 cars to have a chance at this race win again. Nothing really changes in the fastest lap board. And okay. Don't know what that bump was about. Unless the 09 was just slow. They're holding 50. Or they don't know what the base speed is. Leaders been fluctuating. They're back to 50 consistently now. And with the first gear, we should go green here. "30 laps to the checkers. The top 2 from Atlanta have found themselves 1 and 2 in Darlington. And they fire off into the start-finish straight into turn number 1. Skydig has control of the field and will set sails to the finish, as Daniel Stella already is gonna have to do some defensive driving against Lord Trenor. Oh, sideway. Oh, Cooper Wall. Massive hit to the inside wall. And it's only a single car accident. But I did see someone else get sideways. I believe that was Dallas Shake as well. At turn 4, he didn't spin, but with the field is already stretched out, and that is horrible news for Dallas Shake. He's gonna have to take in a lot more speed to fight their way towards the front. Got Chanel for second, he's got her nose under, and able to remain side by side with number 56. She's kind of been stuck in this bubble of second through fourth, so she hasn't. Well, she did lead a lap, but only momentarily before Scylla or Shake were able to pounce on her. Get the run again, this time well more established, side by side through turn number 2. But again, Scylla with the speed on the top side. And this is aggressive driving for the number 18. She'll smack the wall. Bond Fisher, he's been quiet. Got caught up in a couple moments with the outside wall, but in 4th place, and he is within the lead draft. Look at it, Garcia 5th, already a big difference between 4th and 5th. About to complete lap 50 this time. If I can find a leader. Currently 50 of 74. 25 to go. Just wondering about strategies. Again, I did say that you could make it without another pit stop. It's just how well you manage those tires. So Scylla, Trenor, Fisher, they're likely just backing off. Just let the 13 get away a little bit. And that'll be retirement for the number 88 of Julian Bowman. 3 retirements out of 13 cars. Shinonome and Cooper Wall, the only 2 lap cars, and they're on the same lap as each other, so they could fight for position, as we have Dallas Shake in the pit lane, so any hope of them winning the race is down the drain, effectively. I'm curious about number 56. I'm going to right on board with Chinoir as we look down the backstretch here. Assuming she stays close enough to Scylla. Honestly, it might be better if I try this cam. It looked like to me he was wall cooling for a lap or 2, but doesn't do it this time. There's already half a second difference, between Skylar Deegan and Daniel Scylla, but it plays into Scylla's favor. Still a race amongst these 4 drivers, as we have hit 20 to go. 3 caution flags in this race. Skylar Deeg has emerged with the lead, with Daniel Scylla 2nd, Trenor in 3rd, Fisher in 4th, gap out for 5th between Garcia and G-Man. And it's Cooper Wall, Shinonome, Lieb, who was 7th place but has lost a tremendous amount of time. And Dallas Shake is having issues, so that might be a 4th retirement of the day, unless he finds a way to finish this race. So they let the 13 run off a little bit, but Sella is the first to close in, depicting the 13 has had enough time to run away. I want to close in on her. And Sunshine Fury is while cooling a little. Scylla is while cooling a little bit, but is going to play well into his favor as Skylar D with a mistake. Number 56 is Daniel Scylla to the lead, but here comes Skylar D with the speed on the top side, unable to get their nose underneath, establish themselves into turn number 1. And she gets a little loose. And that lets Trinora back into the picture. And it has been, well, now effectively halfway through this stint, 30 laps to the checkered flag, assuming it stays green. And this is the consequence of pushing in the early 5 laps or so. Fisher has just been really quiet in 4th. 30.38 last time. Not the fastest out of this group, but we'll see this time. 6. So Fisher is actually the second quickest out of these 4, so Fisher is just buying his time, just waiting for ideally Scylla to slip up and have a Deeg and Trenor have to take evasive action and put the 48 car back on the map. Well, Deeg thought about using the bumper, but too early for that. The laps are winding down, but they want to play it fair. See this time as they go complete 61 laps out of 74. Scylla, once again the fastest out of everyone out of this group. Fisher now down to he's still third fastest, sorry. The 30.7 compared to Skylar D 6 and Scylla's 5. And that is a confirmed retirement for Dallas Shake. Really unfortunate. He had a really fast race car, but unfortunate technical issues forced him out. And we're just gonna go back to this cam as he actually brushes the wall. The 13 and a chance. Oh no, you're gonna get hit. It'll be Daniel Sella, the wall cooling merchant on this run, spinning around. He will not get redemption from Atlanta. And it's only a single car. Real quickly, I want to take a look at that again. If I don't go forward too much. Went forward too much, goddammit. Yeah, 56 just brushes the wall, and here comes Skylar D. The 56 trying to block that, but at that point, the block has already been made. I think the 13's at fault for that one, personally. But Skylar D, with 10 laps to go, returns to the race lead. And now it's up to Tronor to get their number 18 car into the fight. Against Bowen Fisher, he was 3 tenths faster compared to Trenor, and here comes with a big head of steam down the front stretch, and he will get second place. As he brushes the wall, gonna allow Trenor to try the outside, not a great passing zone. But the number 48 up to second place. Side-by-side action is what the number 13 needs. And another thing the 13 needs is for this race to stay under green flag conditions. We are about to hit the points of no return soon. 313, and yeah, these two were interfered, so we'll see what the number 48 is capable of now that he is in second place. Running the Dale throwback as soon as, man, oh, number 13. That's the race leader with an issue, and it's going to be a flat tire. They're going to be forced into the pit lane. And caution is out. What just happened with the Skylar Deeg, our race leader? Is they have taken the race back. That'll be Trenor winning the race back with Fisher Garcia in third. As we get Cooper Wall spinning under caution. As if this day was really a roller coaster of a race for the number 42 crew. This is with Skylar Deeg. It brushes the wall, goes down the dirt. I think they tried to pit because I don't. No. I think I don't get by. Okay. I'm not gonna stumble over my words. It's just. This is a bizarre decision to pit. It's like, you're on the top side and you're also. You're on the top side and you're braking very late. Darlington is just really difficult to pit under green, and so that's just really bizarre. And if I want to ask them that about that once the post-race show begins, which, well, you could tune into Gnarl for on Cheese Food Media, which is ongoing right now. You could also stick around for the post-race show. The checker flag might end the race, but it starts the conversation. So a late race yellow. Little strategy out the window. Everyone's gonna dive into the pit lane, get 4 fresh tires, and prepare themselves for a brawl under the lights in Darlington, South Carolina. You gotta, well, only 6 of them stayed out. Only top 6 on lead lap, sorry. What I meant to say. The 3 lap cars and Skylar Deeg stayed out. And with the 13 having to pit and get a black flag also, I presume they'll be forced to start at the rear. Daniel Seller might remember he got spun by the number 13, so he's got this was a saving grace for him. And now with the 13 effectively out of the picture of the race lead, Bowen Fisher wins out. He's going to get the race lead out of this. He was P2 entering, but Lord Trenor with a slow stop has costed her the race lead. It's going to be black flag for Silla. This is not the time to fumble. We're not going to have a lot of laps left. It's going to be, I want to say 3 to go. This is not the time to get black flags, people. So the 13 has the lead? Question mark? I guess they were in the pit lane prior to the caution. They don't use the in-game caution, so I can't really reference that, so I I don't know. Like I'm just as confused as y'all are, if there is any of you. So lap cars, pits, Stella's at the rear. Number 13 with looked like a disastrous pit call. Currently has the race lead and is looking to stay there. A factor that may cost her cold tires. They have the pits. Uh, she, I can't figure out pronouns. They pitted just before the caution flag came out, and they were also the likely cause for the spin counter to be activated. Bull and Fisher, Tranor, Garcia, all with warm tires, or relatively warm tires, as they exit the pit lane during the caution period. 3 laps. And at the point of no return, already really defensive is Skylar Deek, Bull and Fisher way down below on the apron. And he's going to lose out big time. We restarted second, down to fourth. Chonor just trying. She's been stuck there in that second position for most of her race. It's going to be 2 to go this time. Gotta have to speed, yeah, he's gonna have to set up the number 13. And the 13 is actually warping. And that is just what the number 18 needs. It's gonna be side by side down the backstretch, but the 13 has the speed to defend. On to the final lap here in the Southern 500. Number 18 has his nose under. Her nose under, sorry. Skylar D trying to go back to back. There's gonna be a deco collision. She's upside down, going to get hit hard by Arthur Garcia. Well, look at his 3 wide for second place. Dion Silla is going to clip G-Men. But off a turn number 4, Lord Chanor wins at Darlington. What just happened? She only led, I want to say, less than 5 laps. But she led the one that matters. In the colors of Jeff Gordon when he was riding the Pepsi car in the famed number 24. Janor is going to perform the burnouts in front of South Carolina, your race winner in the Budweiser Cup Series. And what a late race show. Man, I actually want to take a look at the final, if I can spectate, hello. Let's just take a look at this final restart, this final run here. Yeah, the 48 and number 18 both got a better jump than the 13, and 13 already had a lot of that blocking and really covered up the number 48 very well. And that shuffles out Bull and Fisher. And going to fast forward a bit as we head into the final lap. Got the nose under. It just went right at number 13, a Skylar Deegan. It just hard at the leg. It just that echo collision, unfortunately, and yeah, that was a strong car all night. Or they were, um, looking to go back to back. Go on board, Hector Garcia. Just innocent bystander. He tried his best to avoid, nowhere to go. And finally, there's a three-wide wreck. Gets Scylla half the tires on the banked part of the track, his other half on the apron and flat surface, and ultimately kills G-Man. Well, Bowman just... Bowen Fisher. Sorry, go... Yeah, not as close as I thought, but that was a close call for the number 48s. What a race. What a race. Gonna save that real quick, because I think they'll shut down soon. Unofficial race results, we got Laura Chenor, your race winner, with Bowen Fisher in P2, Hector Garcia in P3, Daniel Silla, nice rebound into P4, Harrison G-Man top 5 finish, Skylar Deeg in 6th, Shunome in 7th, and first car to finish one lap down, Ryder Lieb in 8th, Cooper Wall in 9th, and the final car to finish the race, then it is Dallas Shake, Julian Bowman, Sierra Cooper, and William Gregory not opting to finish the race due to their various issues. This was... Well...
Alright, so it's our...
Oh. That was ongoing, and you just hear Troxel. That's what happens when leagues run over each other. What's into view? Got view in here.
Penalties to the 88 car. Oh, hi.
Hello. I didn't mean to drag you mid-convo.
All good, all good.
Well, I figured you were kind of just stuck in that second to fourth place bubble, but here you are in victory lane. How does it feel?
It feels really great, honestly. We had a very fast Pepsi Chevrolet tonight, and I mean, it just feels great to finally win this season. We've had so many fast cars, but just couldn't all put it together. And definitely feel sorry for what happened with the 13, but at least from my perspective, they came down on me. But glad we had a really good race today, and hopefully we can continue to have more, and also a really great points day, and we needed that.
We got Dover coming up next Friday. Any expectations for that?
Dover is a track that I really like racing at, so I never really go into any race with too high expectations, because that way, I'm not like overhyping myself or anything. I just want to make sure that I keep myself down to earth and make sure I'm not gonna like be too overconfident. But I feel I'll do at least how I did today in like running top 5 most of the race. I feel Dover is a track I'm decently good at, so I'm very excited for it.
Playing down to earth has paid off. Congratulations on your race win. Thank you for joining me.
Of course, thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your night.
User was moved out of your channel.
Alright. Take a drink before our next one. Remember to hydrate. Got...
User was moved to your channel.
Daniel Silla, do you got me?
30.3. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Well, I thought your race was effectively over when you came down on Skylar Deeg. And, what was effectively the long run, but you rebounded to a P4 finish.
Yeah, I was just leading. I didn't really think I was that fast at this track, but as soon as I got in the groove, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. So I passed him. He hit the wall. I took the chance. I passed him. I didn't know. I kind of got really defensive for the lead because I didn't know Scott was short on fuel. So I just kind of I made sort of a bonehead move, you could call it. I blocked him when he was already there. I spun out, and our race is effectively over. We had a pretty good race. This race is all right. Good job by Skylar. Good job by Laura. Those were very good competitors. But coming back and getting a P4 finish, I'm sorry to G-Man. I kind of spun him out there on that last one. Over I overshot the corner. We were three wide. Three wide at Darlington is just a recipe for disaster. So sorry to G-Man. It was a pretty good race for us. First top five is my two first starts, so that's something to look up about. I don't know about the point situation, but I hope that's good. But yeah, we ran a pretty good race. That's inspiring.
With tonight's performance ignoring the bad traits, and last week at Atlanta, is that race win coming up soon?
Um, hopefully, I really hope I can just keep it clean and not hit anything because I feel like we may or may not have the speed if I can keep it together, keep it preferably off the wall and my competitors. But yeah, I this is I feel like grippy kind of tracks are uh, a little bit more on my side, but it's a pretty good race. But yeah, good job to Skylar, good job to Laura on the race win. Um yeah, good job to William Gregory. He was there too.
Now, during the long run, did I spot you while cooling?
No comment.
Well, congratulations on the top 5. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you, Victor.
User was moved out of your channel.
And we got one more.
User was moved to your channel.
Cooper Wall, do you got me?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're kind of just stuck in the trenches. You did have a high points of 4s, but then, well, it just all unraveled under the late race caution. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, I was fast all day. I felt like I had a great car under me. I didn't qualify the best, but was making my way up through the first few laps. Then I got involved in a bunch of stupid incidents. Really not happy with how that race ended there. The 09 was just being a jack off and was really pissed off there at the end. He just dumped me going into turn 3.
Excuse me. Well, hopefully you can keep your car clean and stay out of the back, because I'll be real, the 09 and the number 80 are just a disaster class.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I can next few weeks keep the car clean. Really hoping for some good finishes.
When you got Dover coming up, any any prior experience you could carry over into that?
Yeah, I love Dover. I love racing Dover. I raced Dover probably every NASCAR video game ever. It's one of my favorite tracks, so hopefully I get a good result there because again, it's one of my favorites.
Well, congratulations on surviving. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
I just heard a loud thunder. I don't know if it caught to my mic, but I'm gonna wrap this up before my power goes out. If it ever comes to that. Ongoing right now. Laurel also at Darlington, so we got two Darlington races here tonight. So there's that. That's ongoing on Cheese Food Media, and Essex will not be broadcasted actually because Zach Armstrong is opting to do the dirt double that the league is promoting. It'll be at Springfield Mile and DeCoin to 1 mile dirt tracks in Illinois, and those would be 2 sets of 30-lap sprint races. Tomorrow, IFR is off, so it will be OSCC headlining at Auto Club. And continuing the West Coast action will be DSRA on Sunday at Las Vegas. Next Friday will be Dover for the Budweiser Cup Series. For the next Millennium Cup Racing production stream, that'll be on Tuesday when BPNR returns from their off week and will take place at Kentucky. And unfortunately, this also means starting next week, because D2 is also set to start their season in BPNR. That'll be Wednesday night. So effectively have 3 broadcasts going on in a week. That's not going to be fun for me. It's going to be mentally draining. But hopefully should be smooth sailings. This race was a little rocky, but got a good finish out of it. So until Tuesday, I shall see you next time.